Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new video. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video. Today I am going to show you 4 of my favorite go-to breakfast recipes, starting off with one of my go-tos, a smoothie bowl. In today's smoothie bowl I'm adding in some frozen banana, frozen mango, avocado and passion fruit, and I am mixing up some berry chia jam. I'll pop the ingredients up on the screen here for you. Key to smoothie bowls for me is to not add in any liquids. I simply use frozen fruit. As you can see here, I like mine nice and thick. It literally tastes like having sorbet for breakfast. It's the absolute best. And this combination was actually a new one for me, and it is by far one of my new favorites. Today we are topping this one with some passion fruit, some Brazil nuts, got some pecans, sunflower seeds, pistachios, sunflower seeds. On goes the banana and the kiwi fruit. Adding our berry chia jam on top. You'll be able to see in this video that is one of my go-to toppings for my breakfasts. And using some Panna Organic hazelnut spread as well. Good morning guys, happy Saturday. Welcome to another breakfast. Today we are making some apple and raspberry crumble inspired baked oats, and it's actually in the oven cooking now and it smells bloody delicious. So time to show you how I've made it. Next breakfast on the list is some baked oats. These actually ended up being some deconstructed baked oats because I think I went a little bit too heavy with the toppings and it did fall apart on me, but it was absolutely delicious. I had this breakfast after a run that I did in the morning, and it was about lunchtime, but I had these, so I was absolutely starving and they filled me up until dinner. So I'm starting off by mashing up 2 very ripe bananas. Added in approximately 90 grams, I believe it was, of oats, 140 mils of almond milk, a teaspoon of baking powder and lots of cinnamon. For the topping on this one today, I just chopped up a whole apple, added that into a bowl. I also added in some frozen raspberries, again lots of cinnamon and some maple syrup. Gave that one a big mix, and this was an absolutely delicious combination to put on top of the oats this morning. Some coconut sugar to top this one off, and it went in the oven for 30 minutes on 180 degrees. Here you can see what I mean by these being deconstructed this morning. Unfortunately it did fall apart, but I still reckon it looks pretty good and it tasted absolutely delicious. Next time I just won't go as top heavy with the toppings. Okay, this was a new recipe for me and it is by far one of my favorites and definitely my new go-to. I started off by poaching a pear, which was new for me, but it was unreal. I just added some maple syrup to the insides of the pear and let that sit for a couple of minutes whilst I prepared the pancakes. So I started off with a flax egg, so using 1 tablespoon of flax meal and 2.5 tablespoons of water. Then I'm adding a banana, a cup of oats, half a cup of soy milk, big teaspoon of matcha, as well as a teaspoon of baking powder, and then adding in that flax egg. Here I'm just popping the pear into some boiling water. I let that poach for about 12 minutes. Once the pancake mixture is blended, I'm just preparing some dark chocolate to put into the pancakes. Next time I really want to try this with white chocolate. I think that would also taste delicious. Loading the pan up with coconut oil because we do not want these sticking. I did actually have one of these pancakes flop a little bit. It's alright, she went straight on the bottom, no one could tell. With this one today, I added on top some frozen raspberries, some hazelnut spread, Good morning guys, another morning, another breakfast situation. Today we are going to be doing some caramelized maple apple oats. Cannot wait for this one, it's going to be delicious, so let's get to it. I'm probably going to do a voiceover for this one for you guys, but basically 3 little compartments for this recipe. We're going to have the oats, the apple mix and a little berry mix, very similar to what I have done in other recipes. So to start off today, I am making some more of my raspberry chia jam that I love to make. So just adding in the frozen raspberries, some maple syrup and some chia seeds and letting that cook on the stove. Chopping up another whole apple here. I actually made a serving for 2 when I made this one, so realistically I had half of everything I was preparing here. Once that chia jam is done, I'm popping that in a separate bowl and then putting the apple into a pot. We're adding in some pecans, almond flakes, lots of cinnamon and maple syrup and letting that cook up. It was absolutely delicious like this. Now time for the oats. I always just eyeball this. This is one of my go-to breakfasts. I just add oats, milk and maple syrup into a pot and let that cook. To top my oats off today, I'm adding in the apple mixture that I prepared earlier, as well as the berry jam. Also adding some vanilla bean coconut yogurt, some banana, peanut butter of course, I love peanut butter, and some more macadamia nuts. Topping this one off with some chia seeds and some cinnamon. Alright guys, I have to say it, after all the years that I've been making oats for breakfast, that is by far the best and the yummiest and probably one of the simplest combinations I have ever had. So if you try it, please let me know because that was absolutely unreal.